is what you call psychological aspects to grow your grit. There are 4 areas that research shows that if you pay attention to, you can grow your grit. You can become grittier. Now, you can also get less gritty. So you really need to pay attention to these 4 areas. But if you put in the effort, you can get grittier and you can increase your chances of success. Those 4 areas are interest, practice, purpose, and hope. So we're going to look at each of those right now. Interest. Clearly, you're not going to put in massive amounts of effort, and you're not going to have passion and perseverance for something that you're not interested in, right? I will never be gritty in housework. No interest in it, right? So think about, why did you come to Toastmasters? What was your interest when you joined our club? Are you still interested in it? Do you still have that interest? Do you still feel passionate about that interest? My interest since I've come into Toastmasters has actually changed a few times because I found something a little bit more that I'm even more excited about. But think about your interest. If when you look at your interest in being in Toastmasters and you're just not feeling it, get some more life experience. Start doing some more things. That's how they say we develop interest, is we try new things. That's why older people tend to be grittier than younger people. We've had more life experiences. So we found the things that we really are interested in and that we feel passionate about, we're moved by. But what people do, if you are interested, what you do if you're gritty with your interest is you deepen it. So you don't just bake the same chocolate cake 5,000 times because you're interested in chocolate cake. You play with the recipes, you make it better, you try branch out, making different cakes. Now I'm making carrot, now I'm making red velvet, right? You keep deepening your interest. I met a woman 2 years ago at the Toastmaster conference, and I think she's a really good example of deepening your interest. So think of your interest as kind of the trunk of a tree. She had 2 children that were autistic, and her interest, her passion, was informing, I guess, business owners, hiring managers, people that had the authority to bring people on as workers. Her interest and passion was to influence them to hire people with autism and convince them that they bring something different to the workplace, a new way of looking at problems and solving issues. That was her passion, right? That's the root of her tree. When she started Toastmasters, she just wanted to build some skills so she could get out and get that message. So she started by going to business associations in her community and talking. That was kind of the first branch of how she started to use her skills. Then she started to realize, there's people in my church that own businesses. I'm going to start going to church and speaking. So she started speaking at her church, other churches, other places where business owners were, and getting her message out to this different audience. Then she started taking her speeches and downloading them online. And she started a blog. Again, now her audience is the entire world, trying to convince them of the benefits of hiring people with autism. And when I met her, she was just starting her first podcast. The interest was exactly the same, right? Her interest was convincing people that it's beneficial to hire people with autism. Yet she built out all of these branches. That's what high achievers do. You don't do the same thing over and over and over and over again. A, you're not going to probably feel passionate. You're going to get bored. You're going to stop working hard at it. So you need to keep your interests fresh, and you need to keep finding new ways to engage your interest if you want to be really great. Practice.